Hey, welcome back to the Meshivas Nefesh series. Exciting to be back and continue my favorite book. I'm looking forward to being uplifted today, and hope it works for you too. All right, we're up to Meshivas Nefesh, section 22. Rebbe Nachman tells us it's very important that we're always besimcha. We got to always be upbeat, glad, cheerful. I'm not sure exactly what simcha means. It doesn't mean, and one thing I know, I've heard from a lot of chashuv alta Breslovers that being besimcha doesn't mean you're bouncing around, grinning at everybody. It means simcha is an inner calmness and happiness, and not letting ourselves get down. So we Rebbe Nachman says we got to be always besimcha, and we have to serve Hashem with simcha. And sometimes we fall. Sometimes we fall down. We get knocked down. We just got to get back up again. We got to be mechazik ourselves. And sometimes you have to remember, hey, remember that time when things were good and I thought good thoughts. We have to remind ourselves of times when things were shining a little bit and we had a little bit of light. And we got to go back and dip into what we had and re-encourage ourselves and hang on to that his orurus and that little bit of light that maybe shined at some point for us. We got to remember that and think it ain't all bad. There's some light, so we can go and dip into that. 23. Someone who's always involved with non-Jews, whether he has business, that's a common thing, as business with non-Jews, people who are perhaps disconnected from spirituality on the level that we want to be on. So it's very, very important that a person should not let his dealings ruin his Yiddishkeit, ruin his holiness, because it's very, very easy to get caught up with the people that you're hanging out with or that you're spending time with. So it's very important that we're mitchazik and remind ourselves that we're a Jew and we're a holy Yid, and we need to act on another level. Just because you're hanging out with people who talk a certain way or act a certain way or focus on certain things, we have higher standards for ourselves as God's people, as the people supposed to bring God's light into the world. And the only way to do that is to talk to Hashem and say, Hashem, please help me. Help me that even though I'm stuck in a situation where I have to be around people who maybe are not on the level that I'd like to be on, help me not learn from them and help keep me strong. 24, Rabbi Nachman says, the main gevura is in our heart, mind. I've heard Rabbi Rieti talk many times about how when we talk about the heart, in terms of gevura on the heart and emotions of the heart, it really means the mind. Someone who is strong-hearted is not afraid of anything. What does it mean to have a strong heart? You're not afraid of people, and you're not afraid of anything, and you're willing to do whatever it takes to accomplish what you need to accomplish. So a person will, a hero, someone who's strong-hearted will go and fight in a war, and he'll be courageous, and he'll run into the thick of battle. And the same thing is with Avodas Hashem. We have to be strong. We have to be courageous, and not think, how can I accomplish this? I can't. I'm weak. We have to not think those thoughts of weakness, but think thoughts of I can and I will. Can't is a terrible word. I can't. I'm unable. No, it's not true. We can and we will accomplish. We must be courageous and strong-hearted. 25. When a person falls from his madrega, when a person gets knocked down, does something that's not appropriate for them, we have to remember, after that happens, we have to know, what happened? That was Min Hashemayim. Whatever happened was Ratzon Hashem. Because Rabbi Nachman tells us again and again, hitrachakut, being pushed away, is really all for the goal of bringing us closer. So sometimes the person gets knocked down in order to give, and Hashem is saying, I want you to push. I want you to wake up. I want you back more. I want you to push harder. I want you to wake up. Mitorer. Arouse yourself. Get it together and come closer. And what's the eitzah for this? Start fresh, as if you never started before in your life. This is such an important kalal in Avodas Hashem that we have to start fresh all the time. We get knocked down because that was Ratzon Hashem. Something happens. We didn't want to do it. We ended up doing something which was wrong for us, which was bad for us. And it makes us feel, sometimes it makes us feel like garbage. It makes us feel terrible. How can we move on? Start fresh. Rebbe Nachman said there were times when he picked himself up and started fresh 100 times in a day. And the only way to move forward is we have to think, all right, whatever happened. That was Hashem's Ratzon. I don't know why Hashem wanted that to happen. He wants me. The only thing I can say to myself is he wants me to push back harder. You get knocked down, you get back up again, and you start fresh. Whatever happened is in the past is in the past. Let it go. Let it go. Start fresh right now, baby. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to start fresh. Maybe we didn't do the Meshivas Nefesh so good today. Maybe I should delete it. No, I'm not going to, man. I'm not going to. I'm just going to start fresh right now. I'm going to move forward. The past is in the past, baby. That's enough for today. It's Erev Shabbos. I am going to go maybe accomplish something else, like take a nap or chill out and get ready for Shabbos. My wife's laughing at me. No, maybe I'll help her. Maybe I'll wash some dishes. Maybe go yell at my kids to clean up. All right. Enough silliness. Time to go. Love you guys. Till next time.